Yo, what is up, guys? My name is TylaDubya, and today I'm here to teach you the inward lip roll.
Now I'm here.
TylaDubya Beatbox channel.
Hey you, yeah, you over there. I see you. I know why you're here. You want to learn the inward lip roll, which sounds a little bit like... Real quick before I start teaching the sound or even talking about it, I actually have taught the inward lip roll before in a previous lip roll tutorial of mine, so if what I explain here doesn't help or doesn't quite get you there, go ahead and check that video out. Maybe I said something different there that might help. Cards here, link in the description. Another thing that might be beneficial to helping you guys learn the sound is knowing the basic lip roll already, which I do have a tutorial for, which I'll have cards here, link in the description. So if you guys don't know that, go ahead and try learning that and then come back here because it just might help you guys get the sound down. So one thing I really do like about the inward lip roll is that it's both very powerful on mic and acoustically. Like if you use this sound on mic with the proper mic technique, this sound will literally shake the house. And although it may not have the same effect as it does on mic, when you do the sound acoustically, it still comes through extremely powerful and clear, as you will hear throughout this entire tutorial. Another thing I like about the sound is that it requires you to breathe and use your diaphragm, therefore it's a very good sound to intake air. And to expand on that point a little more, this sound, like I said, does take in a lot of air, so you do have to have methods of releasing that air as well to kind of counter that. For example, so instead of just doing a pure inward lip roll like that, you want to do things like and like many other things, but that was just the first thing that came to my mind. I just pop off the dome on the reg. Now the inward lip roll can be used to create a lot of different variations, which I did teach them in my previous lip roll tutorial, but I will be getting to these all in the future, such as the inward vocalized lip roll, inward bass lip roll, inward click roll lip roll, and the inward vocalized click roll lip roll. That's a mouthful. Now I am going to be teaching all these different variations in the upcoming weeks, so make sure you get the sound down now so you can learn those in the future. So that's about all the details I got and all the cool little points I had to talk about the inward lip roll, so now it's time to start breaking down the 3 steps to getting this sound down. Alright, step number 1 is going to be choosing a side of your mouth to do the sound on. Now I personally do mine on the left side, but I have seen people do it on the right, and I've also seen people do it on both sides, which is some crazy next level stuff. When it comes to picking a side, you really can just choose whatever side of your mouth you're most comfortable with. This could be the same side you already do lip oscillations, basic lip rolls, or vortex whistles, anything of that nature. Mine's the left side because I actually do all my sounds on the left side, so go ahead and pick the side that you're most comfortable with, or if you want a challenge, pick the side you're least comfortable with, and let's proceed to step 2. Step number 2 is going to be dropping your bottom jaw ever so slightly. Now you can either drop your bottom jaw straight down or straight down into the opposite side that you're going to do your lip roll on. So because I do my lip rolls on the left side, what I would do is I would drop it straight down and then slightly to the right. So to demonstrate this, if I was to drop my jaw straight down, it would look like this. And if I was to drop it straight down and slightly to the opposite side, it would look like this. So one more time, dropping it straight down looks like this. And dropping it straight down to the opposite side looks like this. Now the purpose of dropping your jaw straight down is because when you do that, it's going to create more room in your mouth for the vibration to resonate, creating a nicer tone, and it gives you the opportunity to loosen your lips more. Now what this means is that you can achieve different tones with that inward lip roll by playing with the amount you drop your jaw and the tightness of your lips. Now real quick, before we move on to the final step, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate and explain the mouth positioning that you guys need in order for the next step to be successful. What we're looking at now is the mouth positioning that you guys want to have or be relatively similar to. A few things to note about it though is that as you can see, my upper lip is going to be tight over my front teeth, and this happens when you drop your jaw. It's going to then drag that upper lip down and tighten it. And another thing that you guys want to note is you can see on the opposite side that I want to do my lip roll on, you'll see my lips are very tucked into the corner there. That's because I'm dragging my bottom lip over in that direction, tucking it in so that on the side that I want to do my lip roll on, it's going to be a nice, flat, linear surface for the vibration to occur. Alright, now that we have chosen the side of our mouth, dropped our jaw, and have the correct mouth positioning, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. So, step step number 3 is going to be breathing in using your diaphragm through the corner of your mouth, the side that you chose to do your lip roll on, and your bottom lip is going to slightly drag inwards, which is going to create that vibration. In short, step number 3 is breathing in through the corner of your mouth. Alright, taking that mouth positioning that I just showed you guys, what you're going to do next is using your diaphragm, breathe in really powerfully, and when you breathe in, you're going to focus that breath coming in through the corner of your mouth and the side you chose to do your lip roll on, because when you breathe in through that corner, it's going to drag your bottom lip slightly inwards, which is then going to create the vibration with the upper lip, getting that inward lip roll sound. Now, at first, you might have to consciously think about dragging that bottom lip inwards when you breathe, but after a while, you just do it without thinking. Now, that really is the main focus of step number 3. You need to make sure that when you breathe in, you are really focusing that in the corner of your mouth, otherwise you may not get the sound that we're going for. So to kind of show you guys what I'm talking about when I say that bottom lip is going to drag inwards, let's go ahead and demonstrate that. So that's basically it for the 3 steps you guys need to get this sound down. Now, I know you amazing beatboxers have it by now, but if you don't be discouraged. Go ahead and step back through those steps and keep practicing so you will eventually get it. But for those of you who do have it, it's time to get into some practice beats. Now, for these practice beats, I'm going to be utilizing the SoundBrenner Pulse, which is a vibration-based metronome that lets you feel that click track rather than hear it. But they also have an app that goes along with this that lets you hear that click track as well if you want to. So yeah, basically my friends over at SoundBrenner sent me this dope metronome along with this dope body strap so that I could demonstrate how beneficial it is to use a metronome when practicing. But not only that, they also gave me a discount code that you guys could utilize to get yourself a nice chunk percentage off that product. All that info is going to be in the description. Now, I do want to say that I'm using this SoundBrenner Pulse metronome in these videos because I really do love this product and it has helped my practice sessions out a lot, and I do believe that if you guys utilize it in your practice sessions as well, it would push them to the next level. One quick note before we get into the practice beats, I do want to say because this metronome is vibration based, I am going to be enhancing the audio of that vibration so that everyone out there who does not have a metronome right now can still practice along with me. So the way these practice beats are going to go, we're going to start off with a beginner beat, then we're going to go to a mid-level beat, then we're going to go to an advanced beat. Check this out. That's so cool. We're going to go ahead and start off with a beginner beat, so go ahead and set your metronomes to 120 beats per minute. Alright, good. Now that you got that, let's go ahead and do a second beginner beat. This one's a little more classic. So now that you guys mastered the beginner beats, let's go ahead and move on to the mid-level beats. Go ahead and crank those metronomes up to 140 beats per minute. And you guys are killing it right now. Let's go ahead and move on to that advanced level beat so you guys can really master the sound. Crank those metronomes up to 160 beats per minute. And that's it, guys. At this point, you have both learned the inward lip roll and mastered it. I really hope this video helped you guys learn the inward lip roll, and if it didn't, go ahead and comment down with your questions down below, because I will answer those. If it did help, or if you just liked the video overall, hit that like button, because that stuff helps me out a lot. Go ahead and share this video with anybody who wants to learn the inward lip roll, because, you know, it might just help them too. Subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and you know what? Have a fantastic day, you beautiful people. And how can I forget, if you guys want one of these beautiful metronomes, there's a discount code down below. Also, you can go support me on Patreon, you know, because you get a lot of dope perks. I also have a P.O. box, if you guys didn't know by now, that you guys can send me fan mail. And I have a dope album you guys should go check out on Spotify, purchase on iTunes, and a whole lot of other stores. So, yeah, that's just about it. I severed the strings from the puppet to cut them down.
Now I'm here.